Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with another Xbox Game Pass weekly quest guide. So today we're going to be working on the quest for Mass Effect Andromeda. This is worth 250 rewards points. It expires next Tuesday, the 6th, and it says that we need to kill 75 enemies, but note the 0/25 over to the right of that. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. But this game is available on the cloud through the EA Play service, so if you want to play it that way, you can. I'm playing it here on my Series S. So we're going to press A to get started, and in the previous guide for this game back in, I believe, January of 2021, we went through the new game and sort of the single-player campaign to get 15 kills. I'm going to link to that in the description in case anybody wants to do single-player for this. This should get you most of the way there. It'll get you 15 out of the 25 kills that are needed for this. But this time I'm actually going to recommend the multiplayer match for getting the 25 kills fairly quickly. I feel like this is a lot faster than going through the story mode and kind of jumping through all the hoops there. Let's take a look at the controller setup for this. So you can see that A is jump, X is reload, and you can hold it down to swap your weapons. B is to mantle or evade, and then Y is melee. The right trigger is going to be to fire your weapon, and the left trigger is going to be hold to aim. And then you have special powers that you can use with your right bumper and left bumper, and then you can also sprint by clicking the left stick. So once you get to the multiplayer menu here, you may have to go through a tutorial if you've never done that before, so that'll take a few minutes, and you'll just have to finish that up before you're able to get into these other matches. You could choose strike teams here, I believe, but I'm going to go with the custom match option. You could also use quick match, and that would work fine for this. So in the custom match, we're going to basically just make sure that the difficulty is set to bronze, which is the easiest difficulty of enemies, and then we're going to go down to the bottom and choose either create match or join match. I went with join match. So a few more things about this. The enemy kills do work in multiplayer. They do count for this. You could also do this in the campaign like I mentioned, but I'm going to be choosing multiplayer because I believe it's a little bit faster for me personally. Now this is cooperative multiplayer. You're not going to be playing against the other humans directly, but if you just prefer to avoid multiplayer altogether, I'll link to that other tutorial in the description. But here we go, we're in a multiplayer match now, and you can tell that basically the enemies are not other human players. They are computer-controlled players, and the other human players are in green there. They're actually cooperating with us to kill these enemies. So this is sort of a wave-based fight. You can see we're in the middle of actually wave 2. I kind of jumped into it in the middle of the match here. It looks like I'm taking somebody else's spot. So it might be a little bit easier for you. You might be at, wave 1 when you first start out, but this is wave 2 for me. So I'm just basically looking for the enemies here that are highlighted in red, and they look like, kind of monstrosities. So it's a lot easier to tell them apart from the human players that look like they're in spacesuits. And they also have those green markers over their heads. So I'm just using my right trigger to shoot, and left stick to move, left trigger to aim. And you'll see I kind of get better as the fight goes on, but you'll want to aim for the head and get headshots where you can. And there's always a chance that, the other players on your team could steal kills from you. I mean, we're working together and trying to get rid of these enemies, so it's likely that they will actually take some of the kills, and you'll probably take some of their kills on the flip side. But just keep trying to get those headshots where you can, and press X to reload when you need to. You also have a grenade with your left bumper that you can use, although I used my grenade a minute ago. And I'll show you in a minute where you can get more ammo if you need some. So in between each wave, you should probably go to one of the ammo depots and grab some ammo so that you're fresh and ready to go for the next round. And in some of the waves, you'll have different little objects and objective things where you need to retrieve an object. You can really just let your teammates worry about that since we're just focused on kills. But feel free to help them out for sure and do those objectives if you want to, but the main focus here should be working on getting kills. And every time you get a kill, it will pop up on screen and let you know that you did get a kill. It's kind of small and hard to see, but you should be able to see it if you're looking for it. You can see I got one right there. And take cover. If your screen goes red and you are taking a lot of hits, then you probably do want to take cover and get behind something. So that'll help you to restore your health after a moment. And I actually ran out of ammo on my assault rifle there, so my player automatically switched to his shotgun, which is his backup weapon. And if you do want to switch weapons back and forth, just hold down that X button to switch back and forth. You can see that some of the enemies are quite a bit stronger, so you want to be careful with those if they have a lot more health than the sort of basic enemies that I began fighting in Wave 2 that you saw me fight. So it looks like my teammates are doing a good job with the objectives. So I'm going to show you the ammo station right here. So it's actually right there to my right, and you can see I touched it right there, so I got full ammo, and I got another grenade that I can use in a minute. So whenever you see those little orange, yellow, and blue ammo stations, that's where you can pick up more ammo, and that will help you to, of course, get the kills that you need. So again, don't really worry too much about the objectives that are going on. If your teammates are able to complete those and you're able to help a little bit, that's fine. But again, just stay focused on getting kills and work on those headshots. Try to find some openings to get some of your 25 kills that you need to get. So I ended up getting 20 kills during this opening match before my entire team basically got taken out. We made it to Wave 5. The enemies just basically overwhelmed us at that time. They just became too strong and too difficult. So a couple of other things that I didn't talk about except during the control section at the beginning. Basically, if you want to sprint, you can click your left stick to do that. And if you want to do some melee attacks, you know, if the enemies get up really close to you, then you can press the Y button to slash at them. And you'll see me doing some of those slashes right here to get some kills when the enemies get up really close to me. So there we go, that was a melee kill. And here's some more meleeing going on, although he's meleeing me right back. I barely survived that one. I think mostly due to my teammates' help there. All right, so we're gonna skip on to the moment when the match basically ended because all of my friendlies got killed, as did I. So you can see that the team is mostly down at this point. We've got one person left, and he actually just dropped. So this is basically the end of the match, and at this point, the host, the person that was hosting the game out of the four of us, dropped out of the match. So you'll see I actually get reloaded into Wave 5 of this in just a minute. But you can always hop out and take a quick check on the quest tracker here to see how many kills you've got. So you see I've got 20 out of 25 so far, so it says I'm 80% of the way there, so I only needed 5 more kills. But I went ahead and got back into this match. You can see we're already at Wave 5, which is a little strange. I think it was just trying to let us pick up where we left off. But you may have to load into a new match and go ahead and finish it up and get your 25th kill. But I was able to finish it here in Wave 5. So we just continued to battle those monsters, and we actually did a little bit better this time around, and we're able to make it to the end of the wave. So you can see it says wave completed there. So in the 6th wave was when I ended up getting my 25th kill, out of the 5 that I was still needing. So you can see there's another ammo stockpile up here. So you may be on a slightly different map than me, but just look for those ammo dumps available on the map, and those should come in handy. You can see I'm standing close to one here, so I was able to chuck some grenades kind of repeatedly at this huge monster that came out, this fiend that started attacking us. And there we go, the quest unlocked for me right then. So hopefully you should be able to get that without too much difficulty, maybe play through a couple of these multiplayer matches, making sure they're on bronze difficulty, and you should be able to get your 25. Again, it's 25 and not 75, so this did only take me about 15 minutes to actually finish up, so hopefully you'll be able to get it in that same length of time. I have another guide coming out tomorrow, most likely, for the new weekly reward set and the new March monthly bonus round punch card. We'll also most likely have a top 10 punch card that comes out tomorrow, so I will look forward to seeing you all in those guides. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button here on YouTube and hit the bell for notifications. You can also find some helpful links in the description if you want to stay connected. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.